Let's talk about organized crime as it operates on social media. This is a Facebook group called the Boom Challenge, hashtag Boom Challenge. If you get bored, go on Facebook, type it in. It'll link to a whole bunch of housing and rental scams where they try to convince victims that they have homes or apartments or properties available for rent or rent to own. The victim then sends an application in. The application starts the theft of identity process, and then you're also going to see other types of scams come into play, or scam offers. Scam offers that are frequently linked to these are EBT scam, the EBT scam where scammers claim that the EBT program has free money or giveaways. Cash App scam, free money, the Nigerian prince type scams. If you look up Nigerian prince type scam, you'll see they're called upfront payment scams, because sometimes they convince the victim that something is free, but then the victim ends up paying out a portion for fees or whatever as one-way payments. So these housing and rental scams by the hashtag Boom Challenge are going to request after that application that one-way payments be made. A one-way payment is money that cannot be recovered by the victim easily or at all. That would be, for example, Bitcoin, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal Friends and Family feature, which is not the secure version of PayPal, Venmo, cryptocurrencies, any of those, Zelle. For some customers might be convinced to send actual cash in a body overnight shipping. If you do anything like that, you're definitely going to be scammed. But people actually fall for these rental scams. They're all over Facebook. There are too many of them to even list, except that they all follow one specific thing. They convince the victims to send in that application for the theft of identity process. The scammers then use that victim information to create more fraudulent accounts or to further scam the victim involved. The next thing they will always offer to rent to you or rent to own to you a property or home or apartment, etc. They simply steal photos online and then send those to the victim to convince the victim that that is the actual property they're sending the money for. There's been some unusual twists to the Boom Challenge online, especially on Facebook, where they just simply change up the colors of the ads, or they'll go to actual photos of actual properties. If you look in these comments, if you go deep into comments, you're going to see a lot of other scams connected. So go into housing and rental groups on Facebook if you want to further research this on your own. And you're going to see all these other scams that are tied to the main scam. So right here, they're trying to do some sort of a sympathy cover for their scam. Once again, it's the Boom Challenge, organized crime group out of Nigeria, possibly out of India as well. And in this case, they're using a U.S. Army person to request, "Can you wish me today is my birthday?" So what happens there is that's called a scam introduction. So victims will say happy birthday or wishing you the very best, etc., etc. That's an introduction to the scammers. So the scammers then know that that is a live, active Facebook account where someone's actually responding. They'll then contact the person who left the response back in some way. A lot of these responses here in the first part, most likely it's your original scammer involved, or it'll be other scammers with brand new accounts. Right below, you'll see my account, which is Group Representative. I'm a scam fighter. I'm a scam vigilante. I actually go and find scam ads, remodel them, send them back on Facebook. I try to contact victims. I try to do scam awareness and scam awareness videos to prevent further scams. Here's another one that's a weird twist to the Boom Challenge. Low-income homes, down payment. They focus on low-income homes, HUD, homes, apartments for rent. They have no problems even in this group going into luxury homes. So just because you think you're going to want to rent to own or buy a luxury home, it doesn't keep you as a victim away from these scammers. This little response back, as soon as you send back that response, that's your scam introduction to 101. Here's another typical boom challenge organized scam group on Facebook. You'll see photos of property or properties. They do not have control over these properties, manage these properties. These are simply Nigerians, almost always, or people in India who have taken photos online, frequently on a Zillow website or other websites, and now they claim to have control of them or the ability to manage them or rent them out. And then they convince the victims to send money in a one-way payment form to them for these properties that basically they exist, but the scammers that are trying to advertise them actually don't have the property. Here's another Boom Challenge version. There are many, 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 many Boom Challenge versions and actors on Facebook. Here's another one, which it's a Snoop Dogg fan club using trusted HUD foreclosure Section 8s and a religious introduction to help people get off their guard. As a Christian, I find it highly offensive when scammers are using God or Jesus to basically start their scams, and then they prey on innocent people that are unaware of these scammers. The victims may be elderly or low income to begin with, or it could just be someone an average person out there that's worked hard all their life, and now scammers are going to steal everything from them. So the first goal of these scammers is theft of identity. The second goal is to steal the actual deposit money. From then on, it just gets worse. Here's another Boom Challenge scam. There's another one. I can keep going on for a very long time with just the Boom Challenge on Facebook as a group of scammers. So learn about scams, report scams if you're a victim. Be careful not to be re-scammed if you're a victim, because there are scammers who will take advantage of you. It's called the refund scam, or they claim to be able to assist you with getting your money back. So learn and report at ftc.gov/scams. That's Federal Trade Commission.gov/scams, ftc.gov/scams. Grouper Xanadu. I'm here very active on Facebook. You also see me on YouTube, and I've recently become very active on TikTok. So take care of your friends and family, and talk to them about scams and how many scams there are out there, because I could literally spend hours just on this one organized crime group called the Boom Challenge out of Nigeria and how they do Facebook and rental scams. Here's another example of what they'll do is a sympathy scam introduction. Or something cute and subtle or cuddly. So report at ftc.gov/scams.